So I am here with Irene Rabinowitz, who is our Woman of the Year for 2012. Hi, Irene.
Hi, Lynn.
So we thought we'd do a little video to kind of show you, talk about, and give you some examples of why Irene is so terrific. I don't want to embarrass her, but I just want to say that she works for an organization called HOW, and I thought it would be helpful for everybody to kind of know a little bit about HOW. And Irene, give us an idea of what HOW is and what your involvement with it has been.
Sure, thanks, Lynn. HOW is the acronym for Helping Our Women, and we have been in existence since 1992 and got our nonprofit status in 1993. And what we do is we provide direct services to women who've been diagnosed with chronic, life-threatening, and disabling conditions who live on the outer portion of Cape Cod, which includes 4 towns: Eastham, Wellfleet, Truro, and of course Provincetown, which is where we're based. We do financial assistance for lower-income women that helps make direct payments to pharmacists, eye doctors, medical doctors, mental health professionals, to pay for utilities. We do probably about between $60,000 and $65,000 a year in financial assistance. We also have a transportation program that gets people to medical appointments on Cape Cod and to specialists at Boston area hospitals, which is really important because we're so geographically isolated. And our partners in that are Cape Air, who has donated about $120,000 worth of tickets. And when I say it, I'm stunned, since 1995. And we work with the Cape Cod Regional Transit Authority. So the cost to us, and of course the clients don't pay anything for that, it's about $90 round trip to Boston per person. And for somebody who is not working, who's receiving cancer treatment or treatment for MS, or any other condition, their income changes drastically when they become diagnosed. So if we can help by paying for the transportation and making sure that they have access to the best medical care available regardless of their economic status or their access to transportation, we want to be able to do that. We do support groups, one for women with cancer and one for women with chronic illness. My coworker Donna and I do a lot of advocacy for the community at large, which includes men, single moms, anyone in the community that needs help applying for food stamps or fuel assistance or programs like that.
That's great, Irene. Thank you. And that really gives us a little picture of it. And I guess one of the things that is helpful to HOW is the money that you can raise during Women's Week. And I know you've had a couple of events during Women's Week over the years. Could you just talk a little bit about those?
Sure. Through Women's Week, I've met so many incredible people who live elsewhere, who don't live on the Cape, who become supporters of Helping Our Women. Sometimes throughout the year, we stay in touch, we become Facebook friends. And the money that's raised during Women's Week, both from locals and visitors, really helps us pay for those services, like the financial assistance. We do a casino night every year, and we do that at Purgatory, which always makes me laugh. It's just such a great name for a casino night. And that's usually the Thursday night of Women's Week. And then Friday night, hosted by the Crown and Anchor, is the Wet Party, which probably doesn't need any more description than that. And that's been a wonderful event that's been supported by the community. We also have been blessed the past few years to be supported by an organization called Provincetown Cares that was created to raise funds specifically for women's health issues, whether it be research or direct service, like Helping Our Women. And it's been thousands of dollars over the past few years. So the impact of that is, again, $60,000 a year. We're able to provide financial assistance to low-income women who are dealing with some pretty serious illnesses, and to provide transportation so people can get where they're going to get the appropriate treatment. And this partnership with Provincetown Cares has been outstanding.
That's
I've met
great.
all these new people. Their mission, focused on women's health, is so important.
Beautiful. Irene, so Provincetown Cares is sponsoring a couple of things I know this summer, but they're also sponsoring something during Women's Week, which is a stage reading of The Women.
Which is so cool.
Yeah, and it's going to be a very exciting part of our program this year.
In the past years, because of the ticket sales have been so good, especially last year's production of Pulp, and then the year before, a reading of a play about women pilots who were test pilots during World War II. Because of what Provincetown Cares has been able to attract the quality of the productions, they have usually done 2 performances, and I'm hoping that they will. And they're an amazing group of people to work with, and like I said, I've met so many new people from it, and you know, we're at a time in this country when the attacks on healthcare are stunning in a way. They're stunning, and to see organizations being created newly to focus on women's health is very powerful and very important, because sometimes we're underserved, whether you live in a big city like New York or DC, or you live in a rural community like Provincetown. There are gaps in health services and social services. So the more attention we can bring to women's health and the more money we can raise, betters us all.
Beautiful. Thank you, Irene. And we're going to look forward to seeing you at the community dinner when we will honor you as our Woman of the Year.
Thank you.
We really feel so great about that, and it's going to be a fun time. But thank you most of all for all your great work over so many years and all your dedication to the community of Provincetown and to the women of Provincetown.
Thank you so much, Lynn.